Assalamualaikum. So this video I will explain about the last chapter, which is concept in linear and angular kinetic. So I will explain about the inertia. The meaning of inertia is something that want to stay in their steady state or in their position in every movement that are changed. Next is mass. Mass is simply means of substance or matter, which is human, bones, tissue, fat, fluid. It's all we categorize in mass. It's our in our mass. Now I will explain about the force. A force is something that movement, which is pull or push, that link with gravity. Furthermore, a force is something that cause or tend to cause a change in motion or shape of an object or body. So now we explain about the center of gravity. So the meaning of center of gravity is, I'll give you an example like human. So the center of gravity of human is at their dekat pusat, is our center of gravity. So the center of gravity ni can change when we move. For example, that we raise our hands, and then the center of gravity will going up because of to because of the balance of our body. Then about weight. Weight, weight is a force, but mass is not. So weight is depends on gravitational force. So now we'll explain about the pressure. So pressure is defined as force divided by a given area. So volume. So volume have three dimensions that we want to measure, which is we look at their length, their width, and their height. So now I will explain about the about torque. So any movement used joint will produce torque. So for example, like a torque is twisting movement, but it also have torque is twisting movement, but also have their center of gravity. Now I will explain about the vector. Vector is a quantity that have both, which is magnitude and direction. So direction is represented by arrow-shaped symbol, and the magnitude is the force that apply in the activity. So for vector composition, for the simple word is the sum of the vector, which is as you can see here. This is the same size, so when it's sum, it will be more longer. So for another example, like numbering, I give you numbering. So like 2 plus 2, also the jawapan dia adalah 4. So that is the meaning of a vector composition. So for resultant vector, is the simple word is the biggest amount will akan ditolakkan dengan the jumlah yang kecil, and then that is the meaning of resultant vector. So I will explain about the tip to tail. So the meaning of tip to tail method procedure may be used which the tail of the second vector is placed on the tip of the first vector. So when we want to draw the third vector, so the tails of the third vector is on the tail of the first vector, and the tips of the third vector is on the tips of the second vector. So next is basic concept related to kinetic. So there is 3 example. The first one is compression, second one is tension, and the third one is shear. So the meaning of compression is when kita compress like kita tekankan, and then the tension is when we stretch it, and then the shear meaning of shear when we twist the object. So what is bending? Bending is have two concepts related in bending. So the first one is compression and the second one is tension. So I give you an example. When we bend this object, so the compression is at the top and then the tension is at the bottom. So when we bend, change the direction, so the compression is at the bottom and then the tension is at the top. So that's all for this chapter. I hope you guys understand what I try to explain. Thank you.